Bhakti works where willpower fails. How? Imagine you are on a strict diet. Your willpower says we should not eat this slice of cake, but your mind says let's try some. Your willpower is about to betray you. But now you see Shri Krishna playing his flute and smiling and telling you to come. You can eat the cake later. Now, without even controlling your mind, out of love, you are going towards Shri Krishna, not even thinking about that piece of cake. This shows that willpower bows down in front of bhakti, devotional love for the divine. Let's learn more about it and let's learn how, without controlling our mind, we gain power over it. Namaste, Haribol. I, Vijayalakshmi, welcome you all back on another enlightening episode of Positive. In the previous episode, we talked about emotional intelligence, and I was getting so many questions on my Positive Hindi channel that how to control mind, how do I practice more discipline in my bhakti practice. So I thought of making this one video in which I'll talk about controlling the mind, but how to do it in a simpler manner. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna himself has said that it's easier to control the blowing wind than to control your own mind. So this means that whatever we try to control our mind will eventually go in vain. Instead, let's focus on redirecting the mind. Just like how I gave the example of this cake, once we are with the one whom we love, we are not even thinking about controlling our mind. We are letting our emotions go. Likewise, when we are in love with Shri Krishna, we don't have to control anything. Bhakti helps us in redirecting our mind. That way, we'll have power over our mind without even trying to control it. Sounds easy, right? But how to apply it in our life? By doing kirtan, chanting the holy names of Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. By offering service to Shri Krishna, Seva Bhav, we can build bhakti for Shri Krishna. By volunteering in different temples or helping wherever you live. Let's say you are living in Canada, you don't have a temple nearby. You help your neighbors, you help those who are in need. You are helping God. Let's talk about some examples that are given in our scriptures about the power of bhakti. A dacoit by the name Valmiki, just by chanting Mara Mara Mara, the opposite of Ram Ram Ram, he attained bhakti and he had written the full Ramayana, the tale of Ram. Gopis, the cowherd women of Vrindavan, we never see them in meditation. We never heard about them sitting in meditation trying to control their minds. No, they simply surrendered and loved Shri Krishna, redirected their mind towards Shri Krishna, and biggest yogis. Prahlad Maharaj, one of the greatest devotees of Lord Vishnu, what did he do? He was trying to being killed by his own father. Still, he was so absorbed in Vishnu's bhakti that nothing ever touched him. He never tried controlling his mind. All he focused on was just loving Krishna. So if you are not able to chant, if you think you are not having enough discipline, do not focus on controlling your mind. Just redirect your mind towards Shri Krishna. When there will be love, you would want to sit with your beloved. You would want to talk to them, talk about them, share your experiences with them, write to them. Likewise, let's make our love grow permanently at the lotus feet of Shri Krishna. And automatically, we'll start redirecting our mind towards Him. Hence, no need will be there to control our mind. I hope this helps. I'll see you next Wednesday with another powerful episode on positive. Till then, keep on loving Shri Krishna. Let's redirect our mind towards Shri Krishna. Namaste, Hari Bol, Radhe Radhe.